Welcome to October. Welcome back to Auntie Tay's YouTube channel, guys. I'm so excited to teach you guys another tutorial. Today we are going to be learning how to take acrylic blanks and UV resin and glitter and putting them all together to make fun accessories. So I know I can't wait. We have to get going right now. Hey everyone, it's Sam from the Auntie Tay team and you're watching The Sam Show. Let's go make some fun things. You will need an acrylic blank. Most of the time they come with the brown paper to protect them and you'll have to take all of those off. I already took it off of the clear one, but that was only because I was using it for a mold. When I normally do my keychains, I will only take the paper backing off of the side I'm working on, and this way it'll protect the side you're not working on. And I got these awesome acrylic blanks from Stephanie from OG Mama Creates, formerly known as Craft Tay Stephanie. But these are Auntie Tay membership files that if you have a Glowforge, you can cut them out on acrylic yourself. I like to use clear acrylic for my keychains when I'm using UV resin. So first off, you need to rough up the surface. So I use a sanding block and I just sand it enough where it's all scratched up. I will use isopropyl alcohol, normally a higher concentration, and a coffee filter because that way you won't have lint left on. And I clean off the dust from sanding. The colors I'm using are Let It Go and Iridescent, which are now called Off the Grid in TikTok. And You'll Be in My Heart with So Shiny is now Tree Hugger and Little Explorer. And you can find the glitter on It's Pretty Personal, and they are an Auntie Tay partner, so use your Auntie Tay membership code to save money with them. And then my favorite UV resin is from Counterculture DIY. I have tried a bunch on Amazon and I just never got the UV resin to cure correctly and be durable. With Counterculture DIY's, I've never had an issue and I absolutely love it, but maybe it works differently for you. That's just what I recommend is Counterculture DIY's UV resin. I like to put a little bit of UV resin into my little medicine cups first, and then I put glitter. If you put glitter in and then squeeze the bottle, it kind of poofs up at you, the glitter does. So put UV resin in first and then add your color. I am using So Shiny, aka Little Explorer, on this little Mickey Mouse donut, and what I do is just apply a little bit at a time around the edge of the acrylic. When I got a little bit on the edge, I was sure to wipe it off right away. The nice thing about UV resin is unless it's exposed to UV rays, it's not going to cure. So you don't have to worry about not having a lot of work time. Don't do this by a window because it will cure while you're working on it. Then I'm mixing Off the Grid and TikTok respectively. And the nice thing about UV resin is it's a little bit thicker resin and it's really easy to move. When you're doing acrylic blanks with glitter like this, you normally want to add a decent amount of glitter. Otherwise, it'll be pretty transparent. But when you apply it onto the acrylic, make sure it's a thin layer. You can always add more layers. If you do a really thick layer with UV resin, it might not fully cure because the UV rays can't fully penetrate through the thick resin. I use a torch super quick to pop bubbles. Do not hold it on there very long. And then I put my acrylic blanks under the light for 3 to 5 minutes. It kind of depends. Darker colors take a little bit longer. But then the biggest thing is to do not touch your blank until it is cooled down. The UV light will heat up the resin and you'll want to let it cool. You'll also want to wear a respirator when using the lamp. Unless you're only doing a couple small projects, then just try not to be around the lamp while it's on and curing the resin. So then I also decorated this little pretzel, and I tried to do it off camera because the UV light will harden the resin while you're working with it. But I took polymer clay white sprinkles and broke them up really small to make them look like salt. You'll see this is how the blank looks after it's fully cured. You can see on the back side of the blank where it's still shiny acrylic that it's a lot brighter. So a lot of the times I'll go in with a clear coat of resin on top of the glitter to just give it a brighter, shinier finish. One of the best tricks I've learned is to start in the middle and work your way outwards with your tool. If you try to go inwards, you'll normally get resin on the sides, and then you have to worry about cleaning the edges up. Now for the Mickey, I added the tree hugger really thick into the resin to make it almost like a frosting texture. And then I like to just put it on the blank in a thin little, piping, and then go back in and kind of make it look like frosting blobs like you would see on a donut. And then before I cure the resin, I am going to take polymer clay hearts and put little sprinkles on them. There are so many different fun little polymer clay shapes that you can use in so many colors for faux sprinkles that the ideas are endless. I just loved the red and white hearts. I thought it gave it, a cute little nod at Mickey. And I just used my reverse tweezers for that. Once again, torch it really quick, and then I put it under the lamp again to cure. And I could not resist using this saying. So the cupcake / ice cream little acrylic, I thought it would be perfect for a Dole Whip. That's why I chose the yellow glitter. And this little Watch Me Whip Auntie Tay SVG was too cute. I'm just using Oracal 651 vinyl in the color black. And then I'm going to take the blank and I'm going to take the clear acrylic part that was the back side, and that's the side I'm going to put the SVG on. It's just a lot easier to put it on the back side of the blank because it's perfectly flat and smooth. So once again, we need to sand it and clean it, and then I'm going to use clear grid line transfer tape so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to put it on top of the blank. You can get both the vinyl and the transfer tape at shopauntitay.com. And if you're not an Auntie Tay member, to use your Auntie Tay membership code, you should become a member because you get all of these awesome files. But if not, you can use my code Shell of a Shot Boutique and save 10%. Then we are going to do just a clear coat on top of the keychain blank to seal the vinyl on. You don't have to seal it, but it'll last a lot longer, and since we did scratch it and sand it, it's not going to be as shiny. When you put the resin back on, it will become shiny again. Once everything is cured and cooled down, if you need to, depending on your blank, drill a hole. I just use my Dremel and a small drill bit to drill a hole through it. You don't want to get it super close to the edge so it's not super breakable, but enough where you can easily fit a jump ring. And when you're opening your jump ring, make sure that you're opening it so you're moving the pieces side to side away from each other instead of pulling it backwards on itself. You will just have a longer lasting jump ring, and the jump ring will keep its shape much better. Depending on what kind of accessory you would like, you can then add a keychain loop. You can add just a clip so you can clip it on as a zipper pull. You can add earring fastenings. You can add so many things when you do these acrylic blanks. They don't have to be just keychains, but that is what I am using them for. And then all you have to do is add them to your accessory. And I have this super cute Loungefly Mickey cupcake bag that I wanted to add all these goodies to.